Guys, we are halfway through this year's Spooktober Watch Fest, and I couldn't be happier. I can't tell you how happy I am that this movie is the one we picked to watch last night, because it is a dead set banger. Like, this movie scared the fuck out of me. This is the scariest film I've seen this year by a mile. For me, hands down, one of the scariest of all time. If you're looking for something scary, Gonjiam Haunted Asylum, enough said. That's it. Like, this movie is so fucking scary. This movie is a found footage film, and I think it's scarier than Blair Witch, Paranormal Activity, Hell House, Lake Mungo. I think it's way scarier than any of them. If any of the movies I just mentioned scared you, this should do the trick. Now, one of the downsides to this movie is that it's really hard to get your hands on, especially in Australia. But I use the US VPN, and if you do that, this is on YouTube, and so you can watch it. I recommend trying to get it without ads, even if you have to do like a free trial of YouTube Premium or whatever, because this movie relies on build-ups a lot, and you don't want an ad to cut that off. If you're in another country, it might be much easier to find, but in Australia, it's quite hard. Don't watch the trailer or anything. Please, 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 please go in blind. I watched this with a group of friends, and it fucked us up. This is trauma bonding at its finest. I wish I could buy 100 copies and give it out to everyone. Netflix, Stan, Shudder, Amazon, whoever the fuck is listening needs to pick this up and distribute it. It is a crime that this movie isn't easily accessible. The word of mouth that would spread if one of the streaming services picked this up is insane. Like, especially right now. Like, if you're halfway through October and you're Netflix and you dropped this, that's sorted. That's your October sorted. This is found footage best kept secret, and I'm trying not to overhype it because I know that can kill some of it, but I need to make it my mission to talk about it until I'm blue in the face to anyone who listened, because not enough people have seen this for sure. Gonjiam Haunted Asylum follows a group of paranormal influencers who have decided to collaborate and investigate supposedly the most haunted asylum in Korea. The asylum has a long history of patient torture, murders, and disappearances, and everyone who investigates it seems to get cursed up to their fucking eyeballs. The goal for this investigation is to open up. There's a sealed room, room 402. Their goal is to open it up because no other team has been able to accomplish that. They either go missing or they end up in mental institutions. Like, bad juju, bad vibes in this room. This movie is a simple setup, but it's masterful in its execution. Like, I mean, I think it was like 88. My heart rate was like 88, 87, 88. Like, look at my heart rate for this movie. Look at my fucking heart rate. It's way higher than almost anything I think. I think it's the highest heart rate I've covered for any movie on my channel. Obviously, I haven't watched Sinister and all that stuff because I've already seen those. But I think it's the highest heart rate I've covered on my channel so far. This movie builds up like a roller coaster. You get closer and closer to the trigger point, slowly, 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 and then it just goes, and you can do nothing but hold on. There are some amazing scares in this, and they don't spell it out for you. We were watching this, and something happened on screen, and it seemed fine. Like, 3 of us were like, oh, just standard horror fare. And then my mate Mitch said, hang on a second, something's off about this shot. Who's doing X? And we just lost our minds. Like, once we realized what was going on, we all lost our minds. Like, goosebumps, thumping heart rate, the whole lot. And if he hadn't picked that up, we just would have missed it. The director and writer, Jun Bom-shik and Park Sang-min, they're more than happy for you to miss a setup or scare. They don't care. Like, if you miss it, they're like, meh, there's another one right around the corner. It's alright if you miss this one. You don't have to get everything. This movie is so good because it doesn't scar you. What it does is, like a roller coaster ride or like an amusement park ride, it scares you in a fun way, and then once the scares are done, you just go about your day. Like, it doesn't try to disturb you. It doesn't try to mentally scar you. It's just the premium horror fun. The actors are fucking amazing in this. All of them feel like real influences. The shots and the camera setups are amazing. As they make their way around the asylum, they give you everything you need to know about the layout. There's a lot of environmental storytelling that's really good. Lots of cool graffiti. There's no annoying camera shots, and there's no like annoying staticky feedback scares that lots of found footages have. They don't need to cut the feeds to scare you. They want you to see it. They don't like. There's no like crazy panaways and like you're trying to work out what's going on. They want you to see it. They will focus on a scare all the way. They will build up a scare for what seems like 5 minutes. Usually jump scares rely on like a quick build up and then a tension release. And Jung and Park don't want to give you the release. Like, they hold it back. They edge you horror-wise. They actively keep you staring at some horrific thing that's going on until you can't handle it anymore. And then, only then, when you think you can't take it anymore, do they pull the trigger. It doesn't burn into your mind. It doesn't disturb you. It's not trying to scar you. It's trying to scare you. There's no rape. There's no cannibalism. There's no, really messed up things with kids. There's none of that. It's straight up ghosts. This is a drug trip. You've just got to surrender and hold on. And then after it, there's no bad side effects. It's fine. Everyone's fine. It was just fun. This is not the sadness. This is not martyrs. It wants you to have a great time getting scared. And that's why I fucking love this. This is, like, watch this with your buddies, slumber party style. That's what I did. It is a fucking hoot. This is so fun. It's so scary. And they want you to have a good time watching it. I recommend watching this if you love found footage. This is probably my number one found footage now. It's definitely in my top 10 of all time films, like horror films. This might be my number one found footage now. I think it's knocked Paranormal out, might have knocked Wreck out. I think this is my number one found footage. If you love supernatural horror, this is up your alley. If you watch horror to be scared, get ready to white knuckle it, because this is for you. I don't recommend watching this if you don't like subtitles. This is all in Korean, and it actually adds so much to the movie. The dialogue isn't crazy in this. It's a lot of like walking around rooms and panning cameras. If you don't want something scary, do not watch this. This is one of the scariest films I've ever seen. If you hate found footage or you hate supernatural horror, also not for you. This movie made me jump. It gave me chills. It made me sweat. It tired me out, but it also like pumped me up. Like, my adrenaline was going the whole time. Like, once the scares start happening about halfway through, it is go, 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 go. You are going to have to deal with some setup, like I said, but they want you invested. Nothing great comes easy, and Gonjiam is a nightmarish masterpiece of found footage. If you are one of the horror hardened, pick this film up, turn the lights out, grab a tactical safety blankie, and strap yourselves the fuck in, because Korea does not fuck around with their horror, and this is one of their best. It is so good. It is so scary. It's just fun. Once it's over, like, you're just like, oh, that was so much fun. Like, you're all laughing a bit nervously after it. It is fucking great. Great, great, great pick. I'm so glad it nailed on halfway through my annual Watch Fest. I'm so happy about it. As always, thanks for watching. If you do watch this movie, please, please, please let me know. Please, if you do like it, get the word out. I think it's fucking great. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for another review. Peace.